Good morning, everyone. We are live. A little bit late, but we're live. Market just opened. It is a 0 day till expiration Friday, and yeah, first thing we're gonna start out the day with is patience. All right. So hey, we're kind of. I need some. Here, I want to clear this up. Good morning. Good morning, Mahishu. Good morning. All right. Let's see. This always opens up with the RSI. I want to zoom out right here and get rid of this. I don't always like seeing that. Good morning, Jorman. Good morning, Oliver. All right, so we're selling off a little bit to start the day. Yeah, I'm gonna start the day on the 4 hour. That way, I have better perspective. Let's pull up a chart on Tesla too. Apple selling off. All right, so Tesla pulled back to. Good morning, Armel. All right, so happy Friday, T-Bird. Okay, tuned in a paper trade for the SPY to test what I may or may not know. All right, need new shoes. All right, let's see if we can get some new shoes today. It's a 0 day to expiration Friday. I kind of want to at least wait the first 15 minutes, maybe wait for a move. We'll see if we get a continuation, but options contracts are cheap today, so we'll see what we can do. All right, everything was looking bullish. Looking at the Dixie, we're selling off on that. So once again, continued bullishness. I see Tesla kind of going up right now. Want to see how much dailies are on that. I do have a couple day trades I can kind of use, but I also might wait to see if we can identify a trend or something. See if we can take out these highs, see how it goes from there. So I might move to a lower time frame on Tesla. Let's see. Yeah, it's a nice candle right here. See if we can take out this high over here. We turn on the EMAs for Tesla. All right, it looks like may have got a cross to the upside. Let's drop down to the 5. Tesla loves making these movements right at market open. Let's see if I could have foreseen this. All right, so there's old liquidity here. Okay, so we did get a sweep of liquidity. So had I been watching Tesla, we probably could have got in on that. But right now, Tesla hit where we would expect it to go from this. So now, I'm not going to like rush into that or anything. I'm just going to sit here for a little bit. Wait to, we also got a break on Palantir. All right. I'm going to actually go small on something for Palantir. I'm going to grab something for next week just because we got a break. I'm going to grab it in the Moomoo account. Take a look at the options for Palantir. So I'm not getting a 0 day for this one, but I think I'm going to grab a 35.5 call for next week. They're going for, and we'll just get one. Well, we'll see if I get in because it keeps running up. All right, so I got my order filled. So I'm in on that. Got in right here, 35.50. Take a moment to alert the Discord. So I grabbed one contract expiring next Friday. Paid $93 for it. All right, let's see. Slide over to the Discord. Just grabbed it was a 35.50 strike. I always spell strike wrong. I always forget the I. Or forget the okay. This thing is it's kind of running. That's kind of nice. All right. Looking at Tesla, looks like it's running too. Nvidia is running. Apple kind of pulled back. Yeah, but I would like to see this go to 137. But yeah, I still need to get this message out to the Discord. Reason for trade. Break of resistance. All right, there we go. All right, so we got that out. I'm not gonna watch this too closely today. When I get back to Tesla, I want to see if we can wait for Tesla to kind of establish a range or establish some kind of pattern. Tesla's one I like to trade today. I don't want to come in and like burn my day trades right at the start. I want to find some good trades, see if we have some good volatility, because there's likely some money to be had, especially with the Dixie rolling down like this. Is there anything anyone's watching today? Let's see. Are we closing red or green today? All right, so 60% say, okay, it's changing. All right, so 55% red, 45 green. Let's see how much we're in the green right now. We're up about 0.27. We have consumer sentiment in about 20 minutes. So that could also cause a move too. That might be something that we want to wait for. It's always hard watching Tesla take off like this in the morning without me. Where's Palantir? I was right here. So I'm still like kind of break even on that. All right, so Apple. I think I'm watching Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. Here, let me slide these up to the top because those are what I'm most interested in. Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. Also want to watch the Qs. Let's come down to a lower time frame. Let's see if we can get above, actually go to the 5-minute on the Qs. Looks like we might get a 13 and 48 EMA cross. If we get this cross, that's a potentially good entry right there too. And I'm gonna take this moment to say, excuse me. Hey, I was a little late getting to the live stream. Hey, I got like a notification for free Chick-fil-A this morning. You know, I had to hop on that, drive down there and get that Chick-fil-A before the stream started. So I'm about to, you may hear a little ASMR right now because, I'm about to smash these chicken minis. Normally don't eat this early. Oh yeah, you know it's gonna be a good day. You get some Chick-fil-A in the morning. The chicken minis. That's a good thing. They're not a publicly traded stock. I'm sorry for whatever you hear right now. Unless you're like one of those people that like ASMR. Got the mic like right by my throat. So we're like 12 minutes in. Not too much going on right now. How yesterday end? We ended up like pretty bullish yesterday, right? Most of the day it didn't seem like we really did much. But by the end of the day we were up like a decent amount. Today might sit here, try to sit here the first hour, wait for some sort of trend to be established, or may end up going light on this. And let's go down to a lower time frame. No, I'm not going to play this. I'm really trying to make the most of the couple day trades I have. You can really turn a little into a lot on a 0 day to expiration Friday. In a little bit, I'll kind of see what's getting the volume today. See what's getting the most love. Maybe look to those to trade. Yeah, still gobbling down these chicken minis though. All right, the SPY's still pushing up. Q's. SPY's up a little bit more than the Q's. Still pushing up. Let's I'm gonna look at Tesla in a 5 minute too. All right, so Tesla looks slight resistance at this $32 level. We'll see how it decides to continue. We got a cross on Tesla right here though. Morning, bro. Hey, good morning. Meta pop. Let's see what Meta's looking like. Honestly, it looked like everything popped this morning, except for Fubo. Where's Meta? I know they're on here somewhere. Oh yeah, Meta's still. That's back pretty much at here. Let me zoom out real quick. All right, so yeah, we got a good pop on Meta. Looks like there may have been a sweep of liquidity. Let's swept this liquidity right here before running up. That would have been a trade too. So same thing that happened with Tesla. There was probably a lot more money in this. Rinse and repeat. Gonna play this pullback. I'm trying to wait till what was I gonna say? until consumer sentiment. We got consumer sentiment in a couple minutes. Also, want to finish this food. I got like a couple more chicken minis. And I'm not trying to rush because the beauty of 0 data expiration Fridays, usually like if you buy it in the first 30 minutes, they'll still have like a lot of theta baked in. But say we get a move to the upside, pull back to the downside, and then we kind of establish a range. If I can see that range and take advantage of it after it's done all that moving, all the theta's gone, all the value from the contract's gone, and I can, if there's still movement throughout the day, I can snipe the contracts for next to nothing. Kind of sucks a little bit if you're on Robinhood because they close you out like the last 30 minutes, and that's when they like to move things. But on Moomoo, I can take advantage of that, and I can really, what was I going to say? Really turn nothing into something. Robinhood's almost a scam, a little bit, the way they close you out like that. All right, so we got these pushing up. Looked like we found support down here a little bit. That's the 15 minute. All right, I'm gonna go really light. Wait, how many day trades do I have? I only have one. All right, so I'm actually gonna, oh, that's tough. I only have one. I'm not sure I want to do anything with that. I want to get into, okay, so do I plan to trade later in the day? Like, I plan to trade right now. I'm just trying to be a little bit more strategic. I want to wait for, like, what I see to be a perfect setup. Like, for instance, right here, we're breaking 2 new highs. And I think we might go up and retest, we might go up and test, like, for instance, on the Qs. I would expect us to, if we hold this, go up and like retest 476. But I want to enter a trade like that more around this level as opposed to halfway in the trade. So I want to find the setup where I can just essentially say we come touch this key level right here. We slow down a little bit, and that gives me kind of like a signal that, hey, it looks like we're about to reverse or slow. Like, hey, we're slowing. It looks like we're about to reverse or pull back or something like that. That's what I want to see for an entry. I want to see, hey, this move's going to give up. Hey, we're losing steam. Hey, the sellers are about to take over. So I'm looking for something like this. I'm trying to be patient and let the trade come to me. All right, I got one more chicken mini. Probably the last time you'll hear this today. Where else can you get trading and ASMR in the same stream? Talk about value. Unless you don't like ASMR, otherwise it's just annoying. Kind of looks like we're holding this 474 level on the Qs. Still went onward. All right. All right, yeah. Nvidia is charging for a bigger move. I mean, the trend is still up. It's kind of holding here. Let me go up to the 1 hour chart. I could see us. I'm gonna set an alert right here. I could see us essentially or potentially pulling back here and then running up and taking out this high. If we see something like that, let me drop to a lower time frame as well. See if there's anything there. Yeah, is there? It's kind of a little ugly. No, I wouldn't call it. Let's check the 10-minute. Nah. Either way, I can see what I just said happening. All right. Good morning, Brandon. All right. I was going to ask you about when the contracts end, but hey, glad you were listening. Glad I could answer some questions without you even having to ask. So, Apple is going to continue its trend to the upside. Nvidia is going on. Wouldn't surprise me if Tesla just ends up chilling for the day. Let's see. Go back down to the 15-minute. Yeah, this tells me we have a good move coming on Nvidia. Right now, I would expect it to be the upside, and I would want to kind of, if we get a pullback to this level, I would like to enter off that. If we get like a quick reaction, and I could see that occurring at the at consumer sentiment. All right, we're starting to get pretty flat on. Oh, IWM looks like it's moving. Hold up. Yeah, have we just played IWM when they cross over this trend line right here? Yo, that's right. This was Wednesday. This is the kind of thing I would like to swing. I got to start paying more attention to IWM. All right, so I'm down on my Palantir. Good thing we didn't get a daily. All right, I'm gonna start checking to see what has a volume. Go to Moomoo's website. Okay, I can't even look at IWM. I feel like it just left me. Let's go back to the Qs. All right, it's a little bit below that. A little bit below that 434 level. Or what was it? The 474. All right, so Tesla's below 230. Once again, I'm watching this level. Got an alert there. Where did Meta go? Nvidia. All right, yeah, let's look for these. Let's look for unusual activity. Okay, so go to the markets tab. We got 3 minutes. See how things shake out. Usually when you get data, there's like an impulse move one direction. So usually the first direction it moves may not be where it's actually going. All right, I'm gonna check out unusual activity. It's today the 13th, Friday the 13th. All right, so I see there was a lot of bullish activity on IWM. I see some calls on Coinbase. It's a pretty decent size. Let's take a look at Coinbase real quick. I don't even have it on my list right now. My computer's being slow. Oh, it's down here. Oh yeah, Coinbase is getting a move. This is on a 15-minute. The strike is 180 and it's for next week. Look on a larger time frame. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. I mean, it's up. I don't see any reason. Why are we targeting 180? Somebody must know something. This is a decent. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so it's multi-leg. All right, so we're getting our downside move on Nvidia. Been trying to catch Netflix, but my timing's always Netflix. I can only kind of catch Netflix like a few days after earnings. Like that's the only time I'm kind of on and like can kind of get a sense of the way it's trading. Netflix is very very choppy. All right, so right now, Coinbase is below once. What is it, a call? 170 calls. Interesting. Okay. So I think I'm going to take a chance on this Nvidia. Because we got our impulse move. I'm going to grab a call, a daily. I'm going to grab a 119. Oh, that's crazy because I forgot I already had one of those contracts. So now I have two. I didn't even need to do that. So now that's going to be a day trade. All right, so I have a 119 call on Nvidia, but I have two 119 call on Nvidia, and I'm just gonna leave that to do its thing. We got in about right here, and the target is for it to at least come up and take that out. We'll see how that ends up playing out. Where's my? Oh, here it is. All right, so yeah, I want to watch this on a 5 minute, see how these candles end up turning. But yeah, this is the trade that I would expect to play out from what just happened. I wish I could tell you exactly what the percentage is because of just because of the fact that I was going to say. Yeah, I wish I could tell you what the percentage is, but I already had a contract. I think I'm up on it though. I just bought that second contract for. Where do I see my history? Oh, there we go, history. So I bought it for 76, and it's currently at it's at 82. Nothing too crazy. We'll see how this plays out. Not really buying up yet. All right, right now, consumer sentiment just looks like we might be pushing up. And go back to the cues over here. See how we're doing. Y'all see this candle? This is a doji right here. This means the market doesn't know what it's doing. I mean, now it's starting to get a little bullish, but yeah, whenever you see it's like that, the market does not know what it wants to do. The battle is like 50-50 on both sides. So there's a war going on right now in the stock market. It looks like the bulls are winning right now. And I'm still led to believe this is going to be a bullish day. It's a slow start to the day. E-Kid, morning. Question, if I wanted to connect to TV, TradingView, do I have to buy real-time data for both? So I feel like I think the data on TradingView is already real-time, as far as I know. As for connecting TradingView to your broker, that's not something I've personally done. So I'm probably not the best person to receive advice about that on. But I think you do have to pay to actually execute trades from TradingView to your brokerage. I don't know, if I didn't know, I would get on YouTube and I would look up like how to connect TradingView to your brokerage. There's probably a video out there with someone who knows how to do it. It's personally not anything that I want to do right now. Maybe when I get into futures. Hey, but look at that. So this trade right now is playing out so far the way I intended for it to. We got this sweep of liquidity down here. The liquidity was way back here. Came down, swept it, took it out. Now we would, like the target, honestly, first target is probably this high. Or maybe this high first, this high. But ultimately, I would expect it to come take out this to at least 120.80. That's what I'm hoping for off this trade. And that's what I mean by finding a good entry. So it's like we were trading right in this range when I was kind of looking to identify this trade. Hopefully from here we just melt up on the day. It's like we hit my target. I set a stop loss, and I say we got those contracts for 76. Those contracts are 120 now. So anyone who got in on that, hey, we're eating. Every play we're in right now, we are eating on. Oh, one thing. So this could have been $100 challenge play, but as of right now, it looks like my $100 challenge account is dead, unfortunately, because I did not check on the accounts. I closed it out, and what was I going to say? I'm still holding that contract from yesterday. It's sitting at $5, and now, honestly, at this point, I'm just going to hope we go crazy today, because it's a 125 call. $100 challenge with, no, I wasn't doing micros. I was doing just options. Like, for instance, the contract I grabbed today, I paid 76 for, and it's currently trading at 132. So you can take options contracts and move them up. It's like I entered the trade right here, and now it's right here, and the contract is trading at 131. So it's like you can do that with options. It's just a little bit trickier because whenever you are doing that, what was I going to say? Whenever you're doing that, it's like you're risking a lot more of your account. And because of that, you're not using proper risk management. And, not every trade is going to be a winner. And because of that, it really kind of takes you out whenever you lose. It's hard to keep your losses so small whenever you're trading with such a small amount. Yeah, so I'm going to ride this momentum on this NVIDIA. See, and kind of see how long this lasts. See if we can take out this first high right here. See if we can catch some momentum or some volume. So yeah, we're moving up on the Qs again too. So yeah, we got a nice movement right there on the Qs. So like I was saying on the Qs, if we had you played this cross right here, it would have been up here, so you'd probably be down on the daily. But the way I like to look at the cross, when you get the cross and get a pullback to the cross, hey, that pullback is your opportunity for a better entry. Lex, you got a 120. Well, hey, hopefully it gets in the money, and once you get in the money, hey, it'll start moving. Off the dome, what's up, family? How we doing? All right. So yeah, let's keep this momentum up. Keep the blue candles coming. You got this, NVIDIA. Run it up. No, don't do that. It's okay. We're not really too worried about this, though. You need to close these gaps in order to confidently continue upward movement. Hold on. Let's look at this on the 15. Honestly, I don't love the way it looks on the 15. We're going to break even 120, 123. I think my break even is... So my new break even, my old one was up here, but now since I averaged down, my break even is about right here. Yeah, that's my break even. 119.93. All right, we're pushing down. So we took out this first high. Let's see if we can continue and come for the next one. And then we still have the Qs holding up above this 434 level, so I still feel pretty good about this overall. Oh shit, we got 42 people watching right now. Hey, that's what's up. Ooh, the Q's pushing up. Hey, this is your friendly reminder. If you like manipulating like buttons, if you like smashing like buttons, if you like changing the colors of thumbs up buttons, there is one down below the video. It does like to be smashed or pressed or tapped on occasion. And, you know, if that's your thing, hey, there is a like button down there to be liked. All right, so I feel like the market makers are just going to try to pin it here because we are just chilling here now in this range. Let's see. Yeah, we're kind of just consolidating this range. So how's the SPY? So the SPY is up even more than the Qs percentage wise. If we were to pull them up side by side, here, this is a 5. They're pretty similar, a little different, but pretty similar. So everything's still bullish. If you want to look at the 13 EMA on the 5-minute, we're melting up today, like slowly. This I would watch this 13 EMA on the 5-minute, see how we fare above that or fare with that. But I'm gonna put this one back on NVIDIA. And it looks like we're kind of just consolidating right now. If we don't really get any volume or anything like that, it may be a better move to get out of the trade. But I'm gonna hold my NVIDIA trades, just let them ride. Just because it's 0 day to expiration Friday, and I know how they like to do us dirty. All right, what does melting up mean? So, you know how like an ice cube, like if you take it and just don't have it in a cold environment, it's going to like slowly melt. It's not like just going to instantly turn into water. It's just going to melt. This movement, like if you look at this EMA, this movement right here, if you're just following this, it seems slow. It's not anything violent like you see right here where you go from 559 or about 560 up to almost 562. That's kind of fast. That's kind of violent. Melting up is just going to be like this kind of slow, gradual movement. And whenever you have this slow, gradual movement, that's something they really like to do on Fridays because the people trading the same, people trading the contracts that expire the same day, the theta is also going to be working against it. So while the stock may be moving up, the theta is going to be wearing out and it's going to be slowly, or the value may either be the same or the contracts may be slowly losing value. So until you're in the money, you're fighting theta. So right now, the contracts I have, I'm in the money, but my break even's up here, so I'm still kind of fighting theta. Tyreek, good morning, good morning. All right, so right now I'm seeing we're 65% green. We are in the green. Let's hope we stay in the green because that's the direction we tried to go today. But I want to go more green. Feel like I'm trading shares. Honestly, sometimes it's better to trade shares on days like these. I mean, hopefully it doesn't stay like this today. This is why I don't go too big. Okay, the SPY's pushing up a little bit. Let's see if we can keep that momentum. How's the Qs doing? The Qs is pushing up as well. Nvidia is kind of like pinned right now. Let me move to a 15 on this. Okay, that's the SPY. Straight blue. Nvidia. Oh, we'll continue. We'll just watch on the 15. It's a slow day. Slow day. Nvidia is charging up for a much larger move because you see all this liquidity right here. It might be a weekend move. It might be an end of day move, but it looks like it is a not right now move. I'm going to go in and look at the options contracts on Nvidia to see where most of them expire because, it looks like they're trying to pin this right where it is. So go to Nvidia options analysis. All right, so looking at this week, there are, there are 118,120 strikes. So honestly, I wouldn't expect it to go too much higher than 120. So if I see it at 120, I may try to take profits because of all the calls that are there. And then there are, when it comes to the puts, there's only like just under 15,000 puts at the $120,000 level. So it's definitely market maker is definitely going to make a lot more money having the puts or like paying the puts than paying calls. Honestly, any level. So when it comes to them doing anything, it's like it looks like max profit is going to be right where it is right now. Can I check Tesla? Yeah, let's take a look at Tesla. Yeah, they're probably trying to hold it in place. Okay, so options, analysis. All right, so right at 230. So the most, the strikes with the most are going to be 230, 232.5, and 235. Tesla has just under 72,000 calls for the 230 strike. Just under 73,000 for the 232 call strike, and just under 74,000 for the 235 that expired today. And then on the put side, at 230, there's just under 44,000. So yeah, it would definitely, like if they're not trying to like close any inefficiencies, it definitely makes sense for them to wait for people to close out their put. So essentially, if everyone decided they wanted to close out their puts right now, that might allow Tesla to go up. So some people need to sacrifice, or maybe towards the end of the day, you might see around the time when Robinhood starts closing out puts, maybe we see like some kind of last minute move. But hey, it is what it is there. What was I going to say? Good morning, Casey. All right, y'all wanted me to check anything else? So we got Apple. What else is kind of pinned right now that seems like it should? Honestly, yeah, let's check Apple because Apple is looking kind of pinned right now too. All right, so looking at Apple, they get a lot less volume. So they have, about 27,000 calls for the 225 strike, and then a little over 18,000 calls for the 222.5. And then put side for that same strike, it's just under 13,000. So yeah, Apple they get like much lower volume when it comes to trading. Let's see. We got on here that looks interesting. Let's look at the SPY. Let's see what they. All right, so the SPY, there are 95,000 calls for the 561 strike. So it wouldn't surprise me if they try to bring it back down, and then they have for the puts for the 560 strike, there's about 73,000. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they try to bring it back down a little, have it kind of expire in between. Let's look at the Qs. I'll check Roku. I'll check that in a second. All right, so new to the group, what platform are you using? So if you're talking about for charts, this is TradingView. If you're talking about where I'm getting my analysis, I can make a video about that and upload it to YouTube today, just so there's a little something on there so y'all know how to look at the options analysis on Moomoo. But yeah, I'm using Moomoo for that. And then, all right, yeah, a issue, I'm checking it on Moomoo. I'll have to check a video. So, are you going to get into a trade today? Currently in one on Nvidia. We got in down here at about 1832, but it's looking like they're kind of trying to hold it in the same place. So I'm in a trade on Nvidia, but I'm kind of going to wait around and see if I see any setups to swing into next week. And then, and Mahishu, if you don't have Moomoo, if you sign up using the link down below in the description, you can get up to 15 free stocks when you sign up, if you make a deposit. But what else were we talking about? So check Roku. You want me to check Roku? And here, we'll check Roku's chart and we'll check their actual. Okay, we're going up on the SPY. We're catching some volume. But yeah, let's check Roku on here, and then we'll check Roku and Moomoo just to kind of. All right, so Roku is charging up for a larger move. Is it going to happen today? Probably don't think so. I'm going to leave looking at that alone for now. I don't really see too much going on there. I would love to see the SPY try to come take out these highs over here. But that aside, let's go back to, I'm about to check out the options analysis on Roku. All right, so looking at Roku, they really don't get much volume for options. So for the 77, the strikes with the most right now, the 75 call strike has 937 people. Put side is about 195. The 76 is 398, and then the 77 call, there are no puts, and there are 942 people on the call side for Roku. So like not too much volume there. All right. I forgot about their unusual activity where you can see. Yeah. I was looking at that earlier, and something I saw that looked kind of interesting where I saw some calls on Coinbase, but then like also I saw some calls being sold against it. So I'm still a little curious. So here, yeah, let's check the options volume on Google real quick. It's okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. What was I just looking at? I just accidentally saw some like really good analysis on Moomoo. I don't know where I just found it at, but I clicked on to something and now I'm trying to like, I don't even know what I was on. Let me try the markets tab. Overview, stocks. I don't know. I'll look around for it, but let me check out Google real quick. Okay, options, analysis. They don't get, okay, they have a little volume. So right now their call volume, they definitely have a lot more calls than puts. Their call volume is about like a little under 11K at the 157.5. So they're probably going to want it to be below there. And then for that same strike, they have a little under 3K to the put side. What else do we have? Does Robinhood have, hold on, this is kind of in the way. Have the option to check the volume? Let me see. Definitely not in the same way. That's one of the things I like about Moomoo. Moomoo has like a lot more tools and whatnot. So if you pay for Robinhood Gold, you do have access to level 2. So let's see what's... Do I still pay for Robinhood Gold? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the level 2 is only for people buying and selling the shares, though. It's not really giving the information that you get in Moomoo. So, nah, Robinhood does not. But Moomoo is free to download and use. So even if you sign up and don't put money in it, you can still use it for the tools. I think for Google next week there will be a put. There's too many. Let's take a look at the chart. What time frame are you seeing the gaps? What do I think about Starbucks? I was loving Starbucks. Starbucks is still like a decent stock, but ever since they caught that pop recently, they're not looking as attractive to me. Like I was looking at picking up Starbucks in my long term. All right, so I want to say while Nvidia is down here, if Nvidia breaks this trend line right here, hey, we might go for downside, and I might just have to let my options kind of just expire worthless. But it looks like the trade move was potentially to kind of rip here, ran up here, took out this high over here, and then might be going down. I think they're just trying to get us to close out of stuff. No, the Qs came back down too. All right, you said 1 hour on Google. I mean, there is a gap down to about this 562 level. But also you have to be aware of what's going on in the other time frames too. I mean, there is a fair value gap right here, but sometimes the lower time frames just aren't respected. I mean, yeah, there's still a gap there on the daily too. Let's see the weekly. Yeah, I would say that daily gap is fair enough. All right, so here. Let me look back. Let me look at these because now there might be some money to... Oh wait, that's Nvidia. Yeah, I need to pay attention because now it looks like we could be potentially breaking down. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a trend. Well, we open like right here. I'm not too convinced yet. We don't really have enough. We haven't really had enough market open yet to fully establish a trend. We are reacting out of a lower time frame demand zone right here, so we'll see how this ends up turning out. Hopefully it's just a fake out, but it's the nature of a Friday. We'll just have to see how it turns out, because if you look at this, we're still like riding the CMA on the 15. Let's see on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're still, that was just like a tap on the 13 on the 1 hour, so I'm not really too convinced yet. We haven't even got across to the downside on the 5-minute. Broadcom, I really don't like their chart, but let's like the way this moves. I mean, okay, so we got a breakout to the upside. How are we doing on the day? Did we catch this breakout yesterday? I feel like someone may have said something. Yeah, we definitely checked this yesterday, but so it came up yesterday. Today, it's kind of just chilling. Kind of steep with this movement. Let's see if we can actually draw a trend on it. Is S&P under CME? What is CME? Is that like a ticker or? I don't know anything about that. Go back to the Qs over here. And then just in case you were talking about the options value on Broadcom, let me check that on Moomoo. Oh, you're talking about futures. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, the S&P here is usually the most people is SPY. So let me go back down to the 5. Let me check. What was it? Broadcom, AVGO, and let's zoom in. Look, we did. If we drew this trend line, we did kind of get a break of it, but it's not like that strong of a trend line. Got a break right here. Let's check the 10. Yeah, I'm not really liking this range. So looking at the analysis on Broadcom, so Broadcom expiration today, the majority of its volume is for a 165 put. It has a little over 9,000 on that strike. Calls, the strike above it is 167.5, so ideally it would expire somewhere between 167.50 and 165 for Broadcom. Now taking a look at, okay, QQQ. So we're looking at the Qs right now. I think we already went over the volume. Let's quickly go over it one more time just to analysis on the Qs. There is just under 72,000 calls on the 475 strike, and then about 50,000 on 474 call strike. And then for the puts, the highest is going to be 473 puts, and the 473 puts have about 52,000 puts, and then the 474 is at about 36,000 puts. So it's honestly, if there's anywhere for the queues to expire, the best place is going to be like pretty much right where it is in this range. So we might kind of stay pinned here today. I'm leaving my Nvidia calls to kind of sit in case the market goes crazy today. But honestly, just with looking at it, it looks like more of a max pain kind of day where they're just going to try to burn out the data on the contracts. So can consider that with what you're doing. All right. So yeah, let's look at GME. Definitely looks like it's charging up for something, but nothing much going on here. It's just currently trading in a lower range right now. Probably not going to see much here today, so I'm going to just leave that alone. Go back to the Qs. Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say today is going to be a boring day. But here, yeah, we checked Broadcom already. If you just go back a few minutes on the stream, we checked Broadcom whenever you put it in first. So I saw Broadcom. I saw the gap up, but it's not for me. So going on, let's check out the options volume on GME. So yeah, looking at the analysis, they're not getting like crazy volume right now. So right now, their highest volume is for today is about 35,000 for the calls, and that's going to be at the 21. And then for the puts, it's about 1,500 for the puts, and yeah, it's not much volume. Yeah, it really looks like the market maker is just trying to. I think they want, if the market is going to move today, we need a lot of people to close their contracts before it makes its move. So it might be like more of a second half kind of thing, or I don't know, but they definitely going to require. Oh, I see a little volume there. I like this candle. I like this reaction off this trend line. We'll see if that holds, but that's looking good. All right, so can you check Palantir? Yeah, I kind of contributed to Palantir myself. Let's see. So Palantir. So yeah, they broke that 530 level that I was talking about earlier, and we're still above it. So kind of chilling. Not like technically not too much going on there. I mean, I see kind of maybe a trend going something like this on Palantir. So we'll continue to watch that. But looking at the options volume on Palantir, let's see. So looking at the analysis, there are a lot of puts at the $35 level. So it's probably going to expire above 35. There's 15,000 or 15,500 puts for the $35 strike. But then calls for 33.50. There's 11,065. So it's probably going to optimally it's going to be like right where it is. It's going to be where it's best for them to let it expire. Let's see. Is there a platform to trade micro shares of futures? So I think you can do that on a you can do it on Thinkorswim. I know you can do it on Interactive Brokers. I think there are a lot when it comes to like what's going to be the best. I'm not sure. I'm not the one to ask just because I don't do that. But like right now, like I'm pretty sure you can do that on Interactive Brokers. Good morning. What about ask? Good morning, Tatiana. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Okay, ask is kind of popping. This was one of those. Oh yeah, this was kind of one of those meme stocks. Honestly, this would be one of the kind of stocks that I actually did want to check volume on, just because. Oh, that's where I found that page that had that good information. All right, so asked. All right, so most of the call volume is for the $30 strike. There's 4,000 calls, not many puts, so pretty much they want it to expire below 30 in order for them to make kind of the max profit on this today. Then, hold up. Blessings. Is that a ticker? Let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. I was about to say. That's the Russell 2000. So when I look at the Russell, I look at the ETF. So this is the ETF for the Russell 2000. So if you look at this and then look at this. Oh, wait, hold up. Look at this and then look at this. They're pretty much the same thing. So this is the ETF, and you can trade options on this if you wanted to. So yeah, unfortunately, I did not take this trade when I saw we broke back above the trend line. But had I did on Thursday, yeah, that would be some good money right there. All right, so Nvidia is back to kind of max pain. So there's another opportunity right there. Let's see. All right, SMCI broke over. Here, let's see what the. I feel like IWM is going to keep pushing. So yeah, let's see the analysis for that. So there are a bunch of calls for 215, 216, but the most is for 217. There's 34,000 calls for 217, and there's like no puts. So the market makers would win the most if it expired under 215 when it comes to IWM, but maybe some of the options contracts have been closed out, or maybe it's like sometimes there are inefficiencies that need to be taken care of. If you take a look at IWM, you'll see there's a gap down to 520, so it may come back down to that, but maybe not today because it is pushing. All right, SMCI. So yeah, I saw that was up today. Oh, we're breaking the trend line. I like that. Hold on, that's so weird. Like, it's so weird how these trend lines kind of work. Because here, so right now I have testing a trend line, but kind of depending on what time frame I drew this trend line on, I don't know. So majority of the time I like to look on the 4-hour and see kind of how we're doing there. But yeah, I'll land an alert if we get across on the 4-hour. All right, so going back to the Qs. Okay, so 476 should be inbound if we're gonna, since we are where we are. But we're kind of on the bottom side of that trend line that I drew. So let's see if we can get back up above it. Okay, so here, let's look at the options volume on SMCI. All right, so it had the most volume at 460. It's about 9,000 calls. Then there's about 5,000 at 470. And then at $500, there's about 3,500. Oh, their options are kind of spread out. All right, so I'm overly ooked in Broadcom. What does it mean to be overly ooked? Are you like over leveraged? Are you? I don't even know what to. Not in anyone's pocket, but if green, Nvidia, yeah. Hey, that's a good reminder right there. Oh, you're cooked in Broadcom. Hey, that's what the market is here to do. It wants to cook you up, eat you for dinner. All right, so what was I going to say? Oh, we're moving up on Palantir too. All right, so the market it appears to be moving up. We'll kind of see how long this continues. We got our little up and down. That's kind of one of the things I was waiting on to really, really do. But I thought this was our down right here because we did kind of sweep liquidity over here. But actually, it looks like there was more over here to be swept too. So maybe I didn't get the best entry. Thought I had it perfect, but we'll see. So normally Fridays. So Fridays are, they're often referred to as Lotto Fridays because of their nature. You never really know what you're going to do. The morning normally starts out fast. Things normally slow down and then kind of just fizzle out throughout the rest of the day. But also, some of the largest days the craziest movements will happen on Fridays. Whenever people think, oh, it's going to be another theta burn day. So like all the days that the market decides to run, it's like there were a lot of options contracts that people purchased for like $20 last Friday that ended up expiring around $2,000 had you just rode that for the day. So Fridays, yes, they're typically dead for the most part. They're usually range bound, but that's why you go kind of small on Fridays if you're going to trade on Fridays. Fridays are a good day to sit out. Usually the volume is going to be in the morning, or another thing I like to do on Friday is get options contracts for the next week. Any thoughts on AT&T? I do not like AT&T, but yeah, let's take a look. Let me see how this is done. Oh, they came back from that $14 level. Look at them. Really don't like AT&T. But let's see, 4-hour. I mean, all I would say right here is just like see them riding the trend line. On the lower time frames, they're still riding the EMA. I mean, I don't have any like real thoughts on it. It's not anything I would personally try to trade. I wouldn't think they have the volume, but I can check the options volume for you as well. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Options. Yeah, so unless you're holding this long term, they don't really have too much options volume. So today, the top end call strike is 21. This is for the 21.5 strike. And the volume for the call is about 932, and the volume for the put is about 1,000 people. And it would benefit them most to expire a little above 2150, which is where they are right now. Oh, wait, what am I? Nah, yeah, AT&T, hey, we do not have a good relationship. Like when it comes to like their actual service, they were like good to me, good to my family, like back in the day. Dang, man, you know your stuff. Where you learn all this? I don't know. I've been trading like 5, going on 6 years. So just over time you learn stuff, and I guess YouTube. When it comes to where I learned this, I've read some books, but honestly, I found YouTube to be more helpful. I have taken some courses as well. It's kind of just like a accumulation of knowledge. About 2 weeks ago, Friday, at the end of the day, Nvidia ran up. I bought a put, enjoyed the profits that Monday. So yeah, that's one thing to know. So one thing you really want to know, to all of you trading on Robinhood, usually if you're holding contracts that expire today on, like, usually the last 30 minutes of the day, they're going to close out your options contract. And you're going to notice that like right after they close out your options contract, that's when the market's going to be moving. So a lot of the time that is a lot of the times the market makers are waiting for the options contracts to pay out or to close out, so they don't have to pay as many people out that are in profit. So it's like once those contracts contract close, it's like, okay, we can move the stocks to where they're probably better suited. But yeah, they move it to where it's better suited, but they wait till the majority is out. So that's why, especially on Fridays, I prefer to, like, if I'm going to hold throughout the day, I'm going to hold, like, I'm doing it in Moomoo because they're not going to close you out towards the end of the day, whereas Robinhood, you're going to get closed out. Okay, so Tatiana, I've owned AT&T for 4 years and it's flat. I'm looking to sell my 60 your shares 65 and move on. So AT&T, oh, I feel like they used to be a good company and they used to kind of do some good things. And I mean, I know they've kind of been paying you dividends. I believe like they cut their dividend over some time though. Usually when they pay dividends, the stock will drop kind of by the amount of dividends. So here, like if I were trying to look for an exit on AT&T, I don't know what brokerage you're holding them in, but like right now it's kind of it's riding a trend up. And I would say while it's respecting the trend, I would say to maybe go on with like some sort of, I don't know, like stop loss or something. It's hard to like draw like a specific trend, but like say you move up to a level, it's like you could take profits here, or maybe let's see the next level, depending on like your risk and everything. It's like I might have my stop loss around like 260 right now, or $20.60. Okay, you're in at 22. Is that your average? Like, has it been reinvesting the dividends, or did it just pay you out? It's like that's kind of what it's going to depend on. Oh, you have 65 shares. If you had 100, I was going to say you could sell calls and at least be at break even. All right, personal development and mental health awareness. Hello, I'm new. Welcome to the chat, family. Welcome to the chat. Teach me the fish trading and investing community. My man. All right. Okay, so 22 is the average. Yeah, in that situation, it's like, honestly, if it were me, I would ask myself, what is more valuable? Time, like the time that you would get back, or that if you had 100 shares, it would be $40. So you've held it for 4 years. You could technically take a loss on your taxes. I mean, it's not going to make too big of an impact, but it's like that money, say you put it in a Palantir, say you put it in like a PayPal, a Tesla, or whatever. If you hold that over 4 years, that's gonna you're probably gonna get at least 100% in my eyes. Like, so it's like stuff like that. It kind of depends on what your financial goals are, but I think it could be put better somewhere else too. So it's like in my eyes, I personally would say, okay, I'm going to take the loss on this, and I'm going to look elsewhere. Like, for instance, if I'm looking, like right now, the dividend stocks I'm looking at, not so much Starbucks anymore, but Nike pays dividends, not crazy. And then Estee Lauder, this may get lower on the year, but this one just seems like straight up money to me. Because to me, this is like it's like a $200 stock that's super on sale just because of the current environment. But that's an environment I would expect to turn around. And it's like at some multi-year lows, but it's like that's something I would expect to turn around. ET, what is ET? Let's see. What is Energy Transfer? So I personally don't know anything about it. They do have a strong trend. Let's see. Like like just trading kind of off technicals. It's like I would try to enter closer to the line. So right now I'm probably closer to like the $15 area. Like just I would take the I would take that money, put in like a limit order, and do it at 15. But that's more trading it instead of investing long term. It's like me essentially going more from a long term perspective. I would take that in I would take it in just kind of cost average, either weekly, if not daily, like kind of split it up. I might throw a little more in at the beginning, but I would just take it in dollar cost average. Like that's what I do for my long term. Take a little bit every day, and I think it makes all the difference. So that way, like for instance, like I have Tesla and PayPal and SMCI and like Palantir and some long term. And it's like these are stocks that kind of go crazy, but they also kind of come down. So on the days that they come down, I'm excited that they come down because it's like, yes, I get to average in at them at lower prices. But like if I'm trading options, how would I invest 1K in PayPal call options? So right now I'm definitely like I've asked myself this so many times this year. And here, let's kind of look at PayPal, just where it is right now. So right now I have PayPal in this channel. It's testing like this 4 hour, this kind of 4 hour EMA right here. it's crossed to the downside, but it looks like it's coming up. Right now, I kind of like this $67 area for entry off the technicals. But no, I would really just, here, if I were honestly going to go for a call option on PayPal, I would go for some kind of leap. But it's something I personally struggle with because I'm looking at stocks too much because of the nature of this channel. So I sometimes have a hard time dealing with short-term stuff. But yeah, so I like the December 2025 $80 call strike. When you look at that, you can see the delta is 50. So that's kind of where I like to see. I think it should be well in the money by that point in time. PayPal's starting to make some of its moves fundamentally a little bit faster than I would have expected, a little bit sooner than I would have expected. So to me, that $80 call strike for December 2025, you get the rest of this year, and then you get to the end of next year. I'd probably be out long before the end of next year, but that's the strike I like. This is probably a good time to say that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please seek out a financial advisor before you act on any of this. But yeah, that's just how I would do it. And that's just what I like. All right, so we're moving up, getting closer to my break even. Let's see how these options are doing. I'm probably close to break even or a little up. I know I should be up. I'm actually a little. Oh, I'm down on my average, but from where I entered today, I entered at 76 on the Nvidia calls, and it's at 109. So that's all right. So Tesla is back above that 230. So maybe we start to get some volume. Ooh. But now we kind of just let the market do its thing. Let's watch on the 5 minute. Oh, wrong. You know what? We're watching Nvidia is starting to cross up on the 5 minute on the EMA, so that's kind of bullish. That's the first time it's happened during market open today. So we could be off from here. Let's see if we can draw a trend. Let's see on the 10 minute. Oh, we crossed on the 10 minute as well. And then let's look at the SPY on it, or the Qs on the 10 minute. I'm not liking the chart as much, but Nvidia is definitely moving a little bit more. Let's look at Tesla. Some good movement on Tesla. We got a cross to the upside on Tesla as well too. Let's take a look at Apple. Okay. So coming back, testing those highs. What did I draw this line for? Oh, that was supposed to be resistance. That does not seem like a good resistance. I think that was kind of like general, but it looks like we kind of held up at this trend line. Hopefully we go take that out. All right, it looks like we may be making some upward movement. Let's kind of see. We made it through, family. Made it through. Hopefully. I'm gonna definitely sell out of like at least one of mine right here though. and break even just to take a little bit off the table. Nothing like a Friday. What did I say my target was? Up here. Oh, that's where the target was, so maybe we'll look for there. Aha, see what you mean now. About them kind of waiting for options contracts to close before moving on a day. Yeah, they like to manipulate like crazy. It's like, honestly, trading is pattern recognition. The better you get at kind of recognizing their tricks, the more calm you can kind of stay throughout the situation, the more level-headed that you can remain, the better that you can, just kind of the more in control of the situation you can remain, the less likely you are to get whopped. It's like there are some situations where they'll fake you out, then they'll fake you out again, then fake you out again. And it's like every time you think, oh, it's for sure going this way, they change it up. But they usually do whatever you think they're not going to do. And the better you are at catching it, and the more stable you are in your mind, and the better size your position. I don't mean by making your position bigger, but I mean by making your position more appropriate, like not going in too big. Kind of the more confidence you can kind of have in the trade, and like whenever you go down like this, you can say, okay, I went in with an amount that I can actually afford to lose. I knew the risk for this trade and all that. So essentially, every trade you get in, you want to know your risk. And if you're trading options, your risk is pretty much the entire amount of what you paid for the contract. All right, so slowing down. Well, we're melting up, kind of. We're moving up, but kind of slowing down a little bit. Does anybody have anything interesting planned for the day? I'm curious. There are interesting or fun planned for the weekend? We're like kind of starting fall off, and you got football going on. Yeah, anybody got anything going? Anything they're watching? Anything anyone's excited about? All right, so taking a look at this poll, 68% green. I think the chat has been right every day except for like one of the days that we've done this. So I'll say there's a good chance. There's a 68% chance we close green. I like those odds. So we're on a 10-minute chart. That's an hour chart. Let's go to an hour chart on NVIDIA. Oh yeah, I like the hourly chart a lot more on NVIDIA. Looks a lot better. And it's a lot clearer now, because I was thinking we were sweeping liquidity over here. But now it's like, oh no, the liquidity's over here. So sometimes it can be kind of difficult to know what you're targeting. Still one of those slow days, though. Okay. Where's the... I'm going to open the cues back up. Loki, I want to check. I'm going to move out to the 4 hour and I want to look at the RSI. Okay, so we're becoming oversold. So honestly, towards the end of the day, if we're still kind of at these levels, I may... Here, actually, let me look on the day, week. I mean, we're not like crazy oversold on the week, but it's like I may decide to grab like some sort of put to swing into next week. I'll take a look at how we kind of close out the day, and then from there, if it's if we're still kind of overbought on the 4 hour, then I might have to close out, or might have to grab some shorts. But yeah, I definitely like looking at these charts a lot. Well, I definitely like looking at these charts a lot more on the 1 hour. Now that some time has passed, than I was enjoying looking on the lower time frames. Brings me more peace seeing, like, in here all this was looking crazy, but on this time frame it just shows, okay, there is a lot of buyers, we have a lot of strength. This little visit that we had below the EMA was short-lived. My bad, I only trade in Q1. My bearish vote was for that chart. We'll see. So in Q1, that would be the equivalent of the Qs. I mean, so typically the Qs and the SPYs are going to be like very similar. So it's just like so it's fair even if you put bearish on this. I mean, honestly, towards the start of the day, it looked like it could have been bearish, but you know, the market has a way of you know, faking us out. A lot of bullishness going. What is that? Someone's at my door. Is that Amazon? Let's take a look. Yup, Amazon just walking by my front door. Unfortunately, not stopping and dropping something off. Alright, so still have the PM session. Bullish all week. I think we'll get a cool off by today or Monday. Yeah, I feel like if we do get a cool off, it'll be like right around when the option, or when Robinhood closes out all the options contracts. That's usually when the move is. All right. What Amazon drops a package of? Yeah. Same here. And I have like a little Ring doorbell camera. So a lot of times I'll just sit there, I'll watch them. And as soon as they walk away, I run out and I grab my package, almost like some kind of like hermit. But I'm not a hermit though, I get outside. But when it comes to me taking my packages, I'm like some kind of creature popping out a hole to. Yeah, yeah. Amazon definitely comes in clutch. Honestly, I'm to the point where I like order everything off Amazon. Like the other day, I had like a sore throat, and I don't know, I recently like moved into this apartment like some months ago. So I don't have like all the medicine and stuff that I normally would have. So I like got some stuff for a sore throat, but I didn't feel like going to the store. So I saw Amazon was like, oh yeah, this could be here at 4 a.m. So yeah, they came through at 4 a.m. They dropped it off. I just did the kind of little hermit thing. They dropped it off. You know, I reached out, grabbed it, and then just like that, I didn't have to go to the store in the middle of the night. And yeah, my throat felt a lot better when I got it. God bless Amazon. I used to work for Amazon. Now Amazon works for me. Disney. Okay. Thinking of a buy for 95. Oh, here, let's check out the chart on Disney. So you said 95. Looks like they're about to get across. They're running into overbought territory, so there's probably going to be a better pullback. One thing I would kind of look for. That's kind of steep. Let's drop to a lower time frame. So me personally, I would try to draw a trend line maybe similar to this. And I would look for a pullback. I would look for them to like kind of either trade sideways to this line or pull back to the line first. But yeah, once it got closer to the line, like say if we saw it today, like within the next hour come down to like 89.60, that's when I would look to grab my call or whatever. But the next key level it looks like it needs to take out after 91 looks like it's at about or pretty close to 92 on the 4 hour. Yeah, 91, then close to 92. The 92 looks like a bigger level. So after 92, then you might be able to pop up to, yeah, it's going to have some levels to get to before it gets to 95, but you know, depending on how long you stick around when you take your entry and whatnot, I mean, there's definitely money to be made. Go back to the 5 minute on this. All right, so whole lot of consolidation, but on the 5 minute, you can see still continue to do the melt thing where it's, you know, we're staying above this EMA. Let's go to a 10. Still holding above the EMA, but not too much going on. And no problem, family. All right, yeah. Just keep on keeping on. So I'm going to close this out. Go back to the 5. And what makes me feel comfortable holding this is because I still have a good amount in my account that I can, like if there is some sort of inefficiency, like to the downside or to the upside or whatever, I see we break one of those levels, I still have money to deploy to swing in the next week and make whatever I lost here right back. All right, yo, Matt, how's the market looking? So the market today kind of looks like one of those days whenever they're just trying to burn the theta on contracts. Like the market is slowly melting up, but as for right now, it's like the market has kind of like made its range for everything that it needs to hit. So right now it's not looking like much. It's looking like if you want to trade, it's looking like the best move to make is kind of to come around in the last couple hours of the day, maybe try to snipe something or maybe wait till lunchtime, but not too much going on today. We're kind of like slowly melting up, but this is the price action on the 5 minute for the Qs. It's like we opened up, market open was over here, ran up, and it's just super choppy today. But it is bullish. So but it doesn't seem the best for trading, in my opinion. Today is one of those days where ideally you just wait for the move, wait for your setup, like maybe look around for things that looks like, oh, there could be a potential setup here, and then get in on it. Like if we had more volume on Nvidia, this trade would probably be money, but right now it's not. I was thinking of a swing through Monday in retail or consumers. Retail seems to be moving versus tech. So right now it's like I can't really say. I would have to like I'm not going to really make any decisions on what I would swing until towards the end of the day if I do. But if I do, you'll see it in the Discord. Wow, you see the run up on what is now? I feel like I've looked at it before, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Oh, service now. Let's zoom out. Oh man, it's had a pretty good week. Dollar wise, it's up pretty big, but I'm sure these options are expensive. All right, so it's had about an 8% week. It's not bad. Wait, NOVV? Yeah, let's see. I don't even know what this. Oh, okay. What is this? Nova Acquisition Corp. Oh, where has this been today? You've been holding out on me, my man. Yeah, this looks like penny stock pump. Let's see what I can find out about this on Moomoo. Okay. Yeah, this is exactly where Moomoo comes into play. Okay, NOVV. So there's no options on it yet. No unusual activity. Okay, so they do have the comments feature. Let's see if anyone's saying anything. Don't see too much. Let's check the news. Nothing crazy. Yeah, don't really. Oh, I might have to go to Wall Street Bets or something to find stuff about this. Oh, but I'm seeing Adobe's down 8% on the day. Micron's up. Oh, it's halted right now. Okay, yeah, let's look at BitX real quick. Okay, yeah, there is a pretty big spike on that. Okay, wait, let's check on Coinbase because I saw there was unusual activity on that. I mean, nothing really going on there. and go back to BitX. See if we can find some sort of trend line. All right, so it's moving again. So that's pretty much from about 2470 up to, okay, made about a good little move. It's on Weeble's top gainers list. Oh, you know what? It's on Moomoo's too. Yeah, I think it's just one of the top movers for the day. Here, I like to go for volume though. Here, let's see. So check out the markets overview. Let's check stocks. Let's see. So Oracle getting some upgrades too. Let's check out. Why are they down so big? They're getting upgrades. Let's go to a 4 hour. Oh yeah, that was on the lower time frame. All right, we might be able to find a trend on this. Let's see. Let's check the 1 hour. Yo, it might be put time. Just going off the trend line. What is this? That's 164.93. But the question is, would it drop to 157 or would it drop to down here to 140? ORCL. Let's look on the 5 minute. Low key. I might. Here, let's look on the 1 hour. I might grab a put on Oracle for next week. Let's see. See how much those are going for. They actually beat their earnings. Chain, not today. Oh, let's recall. Yeah, I grabbed a put for Oracle. I'm gonna stop up there. Yeah, we'll target that for now. Maybe tighten the stop. Let me alert the Discord. All right, love seeing your thought process when charting through the day, even if you don't make a trade. Hey, appreciate that, family. Hey, I love seeing everything you sharing that too, bro. Big time. Oh, how's Palantir seeing? I'm just now seeing I'm up on that call I grabbed. Okay, yeah, Palantir's running up. That's cool. So here, let's post that in the Discord real quick. Just grabbed a, what was the strike? 162.5, 162.5 put on Oracle. Or what's the ticker? ORCL. ORCL paid. I paid like 180. I paid 179 per share. What was I gonna say? Reason for trade. Trendline break to downside. Oh, I gotta say the expiration. All right. So yeah, there's our Oracle trade. There's NVIDIA. Let's go back up to the 1 hour. So here, let's add Oracle, ORCL. Let's take that and drag it on up. So NVIDIA, we got Oracle. We're already up like $12 on that Oracle put. Honestly, the only thing we're not up on is NVIDIA. They're kind of just trying to pin that. But that Palantir call I grabbed, up on 23%. Oracle, already up 6. Okay. All right, so Mahishu said, is this a tool that you use for your actual trade or just to monitor the trade? So this tool on the screen, this is kind of to monitor the trade. This is just letting you know when I got in the trade, maybe what I'm targeting. It shows me my risk to reward ratio. And all of this is free on TradingView. So yeah, it's definitely something. Like when it comes to pretty much any other platform that I've seen, they don't have that tool. Ooh, just got a text from my brother. Oh, he sent me a picture of his portfolio. His portfolio is in the green. Brother's portfolio looking good. I'm gonna try to get him to come over and work out. Probably gonna try to stop texting me again. All right. Hey, no problem, Mahishu. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna kind of like close out for now. Just to kind of give some of my thoughts on the day. What were the details about Oracle? So I took what was I going to say? I took a 162.5 put. I paid 179. It's currently at 210 now. But my thesis was I drew this on the 1 hour chart. I drew this trend line from here to here. I saw that they were getting analyst upgrades, but then I looked and realized they kind of gapped up. I guess they had their earnings yesterday, and they kind of gapped up all the way up to 174. And I looked and I saw they were selling off. So I realized they broke the trend line, and now I would expect them to probably at least come down to like this 157 area would be the first. But if we look at where the trend initially started, depending on how long you stay in the trade, you would expect it to come back down here to about 140. I'm not sure if I'll stay in that long, but yeah, this trade looks, should this hold up on the 4 hour, which we'll honestly have to see, because I thought I was on the 4 hour when I was looking at it, but I was looking at it on the 1 hour. Kind of seeing how these next 22 minutes go. If we stay below this trend line, hey, it's a solid trade to kind of bring into the weekend in my eyes. But I'm gonna hold on to that. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about Oracle. When it comes to Nvidia, honestly, the smartest thing is probably to close it right now because it looks like they're gonna leave it here. But I'm gonna take my chances today. So just heads up, I'm not gonna be like monitoring or tracking this for anyone. I would. Here, let me look at that trade real quick. So if you got in when I got in on that Nvidia call, you're down $10 if you held it to now. So not a bad idea to close out that trade. I'm going to step away, but I'm going to take a chance on it. So just so you know. And then, what was I going to say? I have a call that I'm still in on Apple. I think that's it. Let's say, what else am I looking at? So one other thing, watch the SPY on the 5 minute, or yeah, just see if we stay above these EMAs. Same for the Qs. We kind of broke below on, well, I wouldn't call that a break yet. We dipped below. Could be forming liquidity. But, what's I going to say? Oh, it's like I might come back to the end of the day to see if I have anything to swing, but honestly, I'm kind of satisfied with what I just grabbed on Oracle, so I may not even come back and really find anything to swing. I have downside, I have upside, and then Palantir kind of got in. I didn't really set my risk and reward, but would have been down here at this trend line down here, and then I think what I was hoping for was like about 37 on this. So yeah, that's all my positions. That's what I'm looking out for. Expiration. So everything I got is for next weekend. I'm just or next week. So the 20th. I got in this morning over here, and it was for the 35.50 strike. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's everything I have. I'm probably, like, I would like to think I'm done for the day. I'm probably gonna relax for the day. I'm probably gonna, maybe peek at the stock market, but for the most part, I'm chilling. Maybe exercise, spend some time with my wife. But yeah, it's been real talking with you, family. I'll see most of you on Monday. And yeah, hopefully the bread was God today. Hopefully if you took this in video play, hopefully you took profits earlier. And if you hopped in on Palantir, hey, not doing so bad on that. So, all right, family. Matthew Manuel signing off. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe. Matthew Manuel signing off. Thanks for watching. I want to change your life. All that good stuff. Peace.